Okay, I think I am streaming. I had to restart the stream just to see if it works. Hopefully it works. Otherwise I will cry. Please, Minami, don't make me cry. Okay, yay, it's working. Okay, yay, yay. Miss, Mina Ishiki closed her eyes peacefully and fell asleep. I can't. Okay, what voice should I give Minami? Because he's not in his like emo phase now. She laid in my arms, unresponsive. Yet I held her close. The feeling of her body in my arms, her scent, the warmth of her being alive, I cherished it all. There will come a day where I can't feel this anymore. I loved her, yet I knew there was no chance we'd be together. No, she must learn. All that there ever been between us is despair. Is this a dream? A vast sunset stretched before me. As the scenery faded, large mountains, a simple home, and dirt path appeared. It all felt very ancient. I've seen this place before. In the memory Minami shared with me, this was where he met the man. They must have been meant. As a young demon, I lived by haunting people's dreams, showing them nightmares, and feeding into their fears. Creating nightmares was effortless for me. I was born with that power. But that was it. I could merely show them things. I couldn't sway them. I didn't have the powers to sway someone's emotions. I hated that powerless feeling. I was doomed to remain powerless for the rest of my life. I had all but given up hope. But he was different. His heart, filled with shadows and stress, somehow comforted me. Night after night, I plunged him into despair, slowly penetrating the depths of his heart. If he had a weakness, then even I could take advantage of him. That realization gave me confidence. With him, I believe, a soul pact was within my grasp. And indeed, it happened. I was able to take his soul for myself. Yet, from that moment on, I was the one tormented by nightmares. His soul was too pure, never fully bending to my will. Worse, his trait began seeping into me. He often neglected his own desire. He possessed a strong desire to care about others. He was a man filled with a sense of justice. Such attribute overwhelmed me, turning into a position that rotted me from within. It was toxic to me. I felt sick, yearning to expel him, as that sensation consumed me day after day. Yet once his soul was taken, it was extremely hard to expel. There was one way, by consuming another soul of equal purity to nullify the first. Yet a soul with a purity like his was hard to find. Each soul was unique after all. Years of searching through, I finally found her. A human girl with a soul as pure as the man I have met before. He looked both sad and angry at his situation. So that's what this was all about. Thinking back, Minami had mentioned something similar when we first met. Now I understood what he meant by that. He waited so long for a soul like mine, watching me from the mortal realm, waiting for his chance. My soul was irreplaceable to him. I couldn't I couldn't tear I couldn't tear my eyes from him. He looks shattered and trembling violently. I've never seen him so scared. The reason he couldn't give up on my soul was because he'd lose himself without it. But I, too... Wait. What if Minami isn't my burden? For a moment, I thought about giving up. Suddenly, I was consumed with despair, and everything before me went dark.
やっと分かったようだな。俺を説得するのは無理だ。
I had no response. He seemed to revel in my reaction, his face white with a smirk as he spoke.
ここの空気に染まっていくほど弱っていく。俺はだんだんと自分を見失って二人して絶望だ。
The end.
諦めろ。お前は俺を消さない限り帰れない。
No matter how much I looked at it, all hope seemed lost. Maybe because this is Minami's dream, then when I most needed to hear the other voices in my head, it remained silent. I can't believe I'm relying on that other me now. What should I do? Find the best route. Despite the darkness and hope seemed to lost, I knew that nothing good would come from falling into despair. We'll find a way for both of us. Minami shot me a dubious look.
きれい事だ。お前は俺を消すこと以外に帰る道はない。俺は、お前を殺して憂さ晴らしてもするかな。
Minami joked, igniting my anger. Stop saying things like that. One of us sacrificing ourselves isn't the solution here. I gently touched the glass separating us, longing to be closer to him. I'm serious about this, so don't find a way, Minami. You need to think hard about this too. I spoke earnestly to both him and to me.
お前がそれを言うか。現実では嫌なことから逃げてばかりいたお前が。神もさぞ喜んでることだろうよ。思い通りにことが運んです。
Minami's dismissive tone forced a long sigh out of me. You give up so easily. Hard to believe there's anything with a strong will inside of you. Okay, my phone wants to die now. It is charging though. You've been a great demon, at least to me. His cheeks seemed to flush red, then he looked pained. Am I wrong? I looked at him triumphantly. Minami took a deep breath and then smiled. He suddenly snapped his fingers. Perhaps it was his way of helping me rest, and I soon fell into dark sleep. Deep sleep? Dark sleep. I rose, gazing at her sleeping beside me. If you decide to give up, I'll support you. The words barely left my lips when a warmth filled my heart. The warmth should feel wrong, but... She continued to sleep, and I picked her up. It was a mistake for me to bring her here, but I couldn't help it. Her words made me... Well, let's go home. We can think about this a little more later. Hearing that filled me with such happiness, I instinctively drew closer to her, even though I knew she was growing weaker each day. She could only survive a short while outside of the Heijo. So she was still asleep as I settled her onto the bench by the Khalifa tree. Suddenly, something from Misa's bag fell out. I bent down to pick it up and found that it was a gun that Sarah had aimed at me. I couldn't help but suppress a chuckle. I picked it up and smiled. Don't shoot yourself, please. Quickly, I slid the gun into my pocket. My intentions haven't shifted. I'm certain Misa would understand that now. Moreover, she fully placed her trust in me. Feeling weak, I attempted to walk away. Seeing Sei approach made me grimace. Ignoring Sei's threat, I walk away. Chapter 8. I'm gonna do a little bit more of chapter 8. Because I'm trying to finish it tomorrow. I woke up, rubbing my eyes after a deep sleep. I felt refreshed and my nose was filled with a pleasant scent. Wait, this scent. Glancing around, I noticed the Khalifa tree nearby. Why am I in the Heijo courtyard? I've been sleeping at Minami's place and... Oh, Seiya. I saw Seiya approaching from the hallway. Did he bring me here? But how? He did? Minami hates the Khalifa tree, yet he came here for me? His kindness touched me and warmth spread throughout my chest. If Minami did all of this for me, my time must really be growing short. Actually, I feel that as well. I need to find a solution or this place will become my grave. But what can I do? Seeing Minami's memories had confused me all the more. I couldn't just let him have my soul, and yet we also needed to expel the soul of the man inside him. There just doesn't seem to be enough time for us to figure it out. Desperate and without a good solution, I grew irritated. I don't get it. Why not just kill Minami and go home? Just as expected, I heard a voice, its tone more aggressive than before. He's just a demon. It's okay to kill him. Be quiet. You sure you want that? You can't go home until you kill him. I said stop. Remember, he said killing him is the only way. Stop it! Seiya. My cellmate Seiya's eyes grow wide. Oh, his concern was genuine. I had to look away. Then... Minami! Huh? What does he mean? I couldn't grasp his words. How could my train have come? I haven't come to any solution. No one explained any further, and the place fell silent. Seiya, seeing my bewilderment, spoke those words and left. I stood, dumbfounded, not understanding. The train shouldn't come here. Oh, that's right. I remember when Reika boarded the train. Minami must have confused it with the train meant for someone else. Seeing as Minami stayed silent, I had no choice but to go examine it for myself. I guess I might as well head to Hirisagi Station. I arrived at the station but saw no train. Maybe the person the train was meant to already boarded? Looking around, I spotted Minami on the platform. He was a short distance away, holding something in his hand. Seeing me, he walked over.
待っていたよ。
He tossed what was in his hand over to me. It was a gun Seth had given me, and it slid gently to my feet. Why do you have this? I immediately reached into my pocket. Just as I feared, it was gone.
お前を HO に連れて行った時、それが落ちてさ、こんなもの隠し持っていたなんてね。俺を殺す機会を狙っているなんて驚きない。でも、おかげで正気に戻れたよ。
Minami smirked, finding some amusement in the situation. That's not it. Sad gave it to me for protection.
ご信用ね。誰から身を守るためなんだ。
This is just a big understanding. Please, believe me. You know me. You can read my thoughts.
お前、嫌がったじゃない。思考を読むなって。だからあれ以来してない。俺はお前が好きだから嫌がることはしない。でも、お前は違う。
God, I hate both these routes so much.
そうだよね。お前は俺を好きじゃないんだからさ。
Stop. You think I betrayed you?
無理もないでしょ。人間のこんな小娘に騙されるなんて。俺も落ちたもんだ。ねえ、いいさ。
His eyes flashed. Oh no, I let my guard down. I couldn't move. He completely overpowered me. I wanted to tell him it was all a big misunderstanding. His power, it's overwhelming. His strength had grown. It was crushing me. It was as though he was squeezing my heart with his bare hands. Shook the heart! Wait, isn't that what Floyd's... What is... Wait. I am guilty? I don't actually remember Floyd's unique magic. Shock the heart, right? No, bind the heart. Wait, what did it say? A signature smile. Bind the heart. Magic that gives way to permanent pattern. Is uncommon power. Technically, same thing. I sensed Minami's seriousness, which filled me with deep sorrow and pain.
どっちにしろ、こうなる運命なんだ。あの時にお前を刺しておけばよかった。
Please, don't say that. Let me explain. I pleaded silently, knowing he couldn't hear the pain. Knowing he couldn't hear. The pain was unbearable.
俺はお前の魂が欲しい。お前は俺を殺さないと帰れない。それなら、どっちかが消えなきゃいけない。
He's trying to hurt you, to manipulate you. Minami would never do that. Then how do you explain this? I tried to block everything out and resisted the power. I tried to keep my heart strong. But the spell was stronger than before, making it impossible to resist.
でも悲しいことにさ、俺がお前を好きなのはどうやっても変わらないんだよね。だから一方的にお前を傷つけるのは気が引けるんだ。
I gasped as he snapped his finger. My right arm began to move. What is he doing? He picked up the gun, guiding my hand towards it.
ねえ、ミサちゃん。ねえ、ねえ、ミサちゃん。
Kill or be killed. Minami made my hand grasp the gun and called out to me weakly.
正気のうちに、最後に言っておくね。
His voice was hoarse, his head bowed. I couldn't see his face. Is he crying?
大好きだからお前にチャンスをあげる。俺を殺すチャンスを。これが俺の両親だ。これから俺はこの感情を消して悪魔としてお前に襲いかかるから。
He tightened my grip on the gun, then turned and began walking away. What a relief. Let's kill him and get out of here. No! Even now you hesitate? You can't reason with him. Don't you get it? Use the gun with your hand to stop him. No! Minami paused, a short distance away. I heard him taking a deep breath, his back still to me. Then he turned to face me again. His eyes was wide as I noticed a long knife in his hand.
さあ殺し合いをしよう。
Tears well up in my eyes. This is so messed up. His smile disappeared and his eyes lost color. Then he shot directly at me. Get your gun ready. Hurry. No, I can't do this. Then you're going to die. But He was right in front of me. He then swung the blade down. My grip softened and I tossed the gun aside. Well, I guess you're dead then. No matter what the other me said, I wouldn't listen. I trust Minami. He won't hurt me. Looking at his hand again, I saw that it was empty.
本当にムカつくよ。
He grunted, pulling my hair sharply. Ouch! Wait, my voice. The mental chains he kept me in were gone. He let out a big sigh and then kneeled down to pick up the gun.
これを使ってお前の願いをお前の手で叶えさせてやろうと思ったけど無理みたい。まあでも多分俺が消えれば電車来るだろう。
He then turned the gun on his temple. No! Instinctively, I leapt at Minami. Just as I heard the gunshot echo, I felt myself collapse to the ground.
くそ、なんで邪魔すんだよ。せっかく両親に従って。
Yes, slap him! Before thinking, my body reacted, delivering a sharp slap to his face. That's not what being good means. First, you tried to get me to kill you. Then, you decided to end yourself. You realize it's all a giant pain in my ass, right? To think he was going to die for my sake. Every plan you come up with is just the worst. Tears well up in my eyes again. I hate it. All of it. I really hate it. He was acting so selfishly. This epitome of a devil. That just made me cry even more. The fact that it was his misguided kindness that tried to save me that made me even more sad. It hurt so much. I couldn't stop the tears. Then I felt a gentle touch on my cheek. Minami was drying my tears with his sleeve. Oh!
お前のそういう顔を切るか。
It's your fault.
知ってるよ。だから受け止めてるじゃんか。
He looks genuinely distressed. Never do that again. Don't try to off yourself again, okay? I need you here. Otherwise, I'd miss you. Hearing this, Minami's cheeks flushed, and a carefree smile appeared on his face. No, stop that look. You have no right to smile at me like that right now.
無理に決まってるじゃない。
Gosh, there he goes again. I just couldn't let this go. I never want to experience this pain again. Why would you even think to do that? I thought you wanted my soul above all else, right?
言ったじゃない。もう降参って。
I'm gonna return to the living without killing you. There has to be another way. That's why I won't give up.
ほんとうるさい。お前が諦めないならもういい。はあ、降参だ。
Wait, since back then? Thinking back, he seems less tormented about his feelings for me and my soul since then. What? You're lying. Does Minami really? But you said you feared losing yourself.
また他の魂を探さないとね。次は何年かかるかな。
He joked, smiling softly at me.
天秤にかけて傾いた方がお前だったってだけ。それに俺は自分が自分じゃなくなっていくならいっそ消えた方がマシだから。好きな女の手で消されたらそれはそれで最高に幸せだし。
That's really messed up.
ありがとう。
It was so like Minami, but I couldn't bear this again. The thought of losing him was way too much for me. Promise me you'll never think of killing yourself again.
約束してあげてもいいけど、俺にしてみればそんなのあってないようなものだよ。
As expected, I knew that dealing with him could be more complicated than the average guy. I picked up the gun and smiled. If I think you're about to break your promise, then I'll kill myself. You'll hate that, right? He looked shocked, then burst out laughing.
怖い女。でも気に入った。
I'm glad. Minami suddenly looked alarmed, so I paused. What's wrong? Turning towards the platform, a train arrived without a sound. No, why? Both of us were taken back by the sight of the train. We somehow knew instinctively. This was different than the one with Reika. This was my train. Minami took my hand.
早く乗れ。これに乗れば帰れるぞ。
Right. Wait, the gun. He pulled me towards the train, but I hesitated.
何やってんだよ。早くしないと。
This means goodbye, right? What will happen to you if we part, Minami? And the human soul inside you.
それは俺の問題だろ。俺がどうにかするから気にしなくていい。安心して。もうお前の魂を狙おうなんて思わないから。
His smile was mischievous, but his sincerity was obvious. I see. I think I understand why the train's here now. Minami, by giving up on my soul, you lifted my burden. That act must have been what God was looking for.
なるほどね。そうなんだろうな。
But that's not fair. We haven't resolved any of your problems, Minami.
だからそれは。
I won't go home.
お前何言ってんだよ。せっかく電車来てんだぞ。
You risked everything to send me home, Minami. You even gave up on the soul you waited so long for. You did this all for me, but I haven't given back anything to you.
気にしてくれて嬉しいけど、お前は関わらなくていい。それよりも、お前のためにあそこまでしたってのに、ここに来て帰らないなんてないだろう。
I understand your point, Minami, but I want to do something for you too.
ああ、もううるさい。いいから乗れ。
No! Minami tried pushing me onto the train, but I resisted with all my might. Just then,
おい、嘘だ。マジかよ。
the train disappeared. It seems as though the train vanished, aligning with my wishes. So it basically, like, he's like, no, I want to spend more time with you. God's like, okay. Staring at the empty platform, Minami smacked my head. Ow!
見ろ、お前のせいで電車行っちゃったじゃんか。
Well, maybe that's for the best, for now.
よくねえだろ。ストーカー野郎。どんだけお前が好きなんだよ。
Minami shook his fists at the heavens, and I couldn't help but laugh. Suddenly, I felt dizzy. I tried to hide it by steadying myself and taking a deep breath. I just woke up, but I really feel unwell. Let's go home. No point staying here.
やっぱりお前嫌いだわ。
Yeah, let's go. Minami shot me a dirty look, but I just started walking away from the platform. Exiting the station, I felt even more exhausted. My condition only seemed to get worse. The thoughts of the Khalif factory consumed me. I craved its air.
何だったんだよ、たく。
It's okay. The train will return.
お前楽観的になりすぎ。
Distracted, I just responded without much focus.
俺行きたい場所があるんだけど付き合ってくれる？
Oh, where to? Minami just smiled into my head as he guided us to where he wanted to go. We arrived in the yard of the Heicho, bathed in the tranquil air. My surprise was evident, and Minami gave a resigned smile.
来たかっただろ？
He led me by the hand to a bench and sat beside me. I felt a warm glow spread throughout my chest. Did you read my mind? You said you
だ
stopped.
って様子おかしかったじゃん。そういう時は読むでしょ。
It seems like I can't hide everything from him. His man trying to lie to him was out of the question.
ああ、だる。ほら、さっさとこの忌々しい空気を吸え。
His face was one of agony. Despite his complaint, he stayed, showing just how much he cared about me. Thank you. This means a lot to me. The air was refreshing, but it was Minami's presence that truly comforted me. I was sure being here was quite painful for him. Hey, you go back first. I'll stay for a bit longer, and then head back. Immediately he began sulking at my words.
ここにいたって死ぬわけじゃないんだから別に平気だし。
I suddenly wondered if he'd ever be honest with me. He sure is stubborn. While pondering this, a familiar face caught my eye.
これは最近はよくここでお会いしますね。この HO はどのようなものでも受け入れる施設ですが、まさか悪魔がこうも頻繁に出入りするとは。
Sarah smirked upon seeing Minami.
ああ、こいつ殺したい。ねえ、さっきの銃出して。
He extended his hand like he was asking for a toy. Absolutely not. That's not funny. Not even as a joke.
大丈夫、冗談じゃないから、バーンと一発決めちゃおう。
I choose to disregard Minami. I pulled out the gun from my pocket and handed it to Seiya. As long as I have this, Minami might try to take his life again, so I'm giving it back. Seiya's eyes grew wide with surprise.
どうして返すのさ。それがないとさっきした約束が。
I don't need it. I know you'll protect me, Minami. I chuckled. Minami gave me a wild smile in response.
なるほど。矜持である自分が消えれば彼女を返せると。
He seemed to grasp the detail of the plot and smiled.
なかなかいい策ではないですか。ぜひともお手伝いして差し上げたかった。
This is no use. These two are never going to get along.
しかし驚きましたね。南に以前のような毒気がないではありませんか。まるで悪魔ではな。
I hurried to Seiya, covering his mouth with my hand. Seiya! I signaled him to stop, not wanting any more conflict between the two of them. Warily, I glanced at Minami, who, to my surprise, was glaring at me, not Seiya. Well, why are you glaring at me like that?
他の男に触れるお前が憎たらしい。
I quickly jumped back from Seiya. Jeez, being caught between the two of them is pretty perilous.
とりあえず、ミサさんはここにいないと体が持たなくなってきているようですから、こちらで預かりましょう。
No, I was about to say I was fine, but
そうしないとダメだよね。すごく嫌だから。
what?
お 心してよ。俺もここに残るか。
What?
はあ、
Both Say and I were both taken aback. I knew that being near the Khalifa tree was tough for Minami, but in response to our surprise, he merely scoffed.
俺がここにいちゃいけない理由なんてないじゃん。ここって誰でも来られる場所だろ。ただ町のやつらはここの空気が嫌いで来ないってだけだ。
He spoke so casually, I was taken aback. Sarah seems unconvinced, but eventually relented with a nod.
好きにしなさい。この銃が戻ってきたのですから、おかしなことをしようものなら一発ズドンです。
I regret giving it back to him now. It would have been safer with me.
当たらなければ意味がないって知ってる。前に言ったじゃない。お前は成人すぎて放つものの軌道さえ騙せない。
Quick, Minami, you spine the heart. Seiya looked momentarily offended, but quickly composed himself. It's really impressive how collected he is.
ああ、南、肩にゴミが。
Uh-oh. Seiya reached for Minami's shoulders and... Minami yelled, his body jolted as if shocked.
カリファを持ってやがるな。ゴミを取って差し上げたのですが、これはうっかり。
Why is there two Minami sprites? What? Huh? Is this a mistake? Alele? Hmm? Was his sprite always like this? Why is there two horns on the left side? Minami seems to be ready to lash out, but soon collapsed. His energy drained from the Khalifa flowers. They're both to blame. Sarah suggested the courtyard wasn't a good place to rest, so Misa and I went to his room. Despite me not being there, being in Sarah's room made me want to puke, but I guess there was nothing to do with it. Nothing to do. There was also Misa could rest after all.
眠っておけ。
Okay, thank you. I laid Misa down and sat beside her. I couldn't believe that Misa had stayed here for my sake. Maybe we weren't so different. People risk our life for the people we care about. I was never good with expressing my gratitude, but this time was different. Or rather, she was different. Misa smiled and nodded. We're in this together.
お前がいてくれたら何とかできそうな気がしてくる。
I'm glad to hear it. Are you gonna sleep too, Minami?
いや、俺はいい。お前の眠りを邪魔しないように起きてるから。
I see. Thank you. Although she thanked me, she seemed upset by my decision.
まさか夢でも俺に会いたかった？
I didn't say that. I'm going to bed. Good night. Her face was red from the sun above. She's simply too cute. It's overwhelming. I just want to hold her close to me. Yet, no matter how often I told her my feelings for her, she never once said the same words back to me. As she drifted off, I gently touched her lips with my thumb.
好きって言えよ。
Murmuring that, I softly kissed her. Aww. Yeah. I want more. After a bit of rest, I noticed Minami had taken the sofa, seemingly lost in thought as he gazed out the window. Clearly he wasn't feeling well. You don't need to force yourself to stay here.
お前が眠ってる間見張ってないと聖夜が何するかわからないだろ。それにさ、木のそばじゃないからあんまり辛くないんだよね。
He's clearly pushing himself. He's trying to act tough so I don't worry about him, but he was worried about losing his identity as a demon. Though his aversion to the Khalifa tree betrayed his true identity.
お前は大丈夫なの？
Yes, I feel a lot better now. Almost like I'm back to
なら
normal.
いい。少し寝る。疲れた。
Minami soon closed his eyes and began to gently snore. He looked so content. His face, so calm and devoid of any malice, drew my gaze. Come to think of it, this is the first I'm gonna sneeze. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've ever seen him sleep. Usually it was him watching over me. It's so quiet compared to his usual self. It's so serene. My thoughts drifted back to Kirisaki Station and how he put himself in danger for my sake.
やばいなって思ったのは、お前が俺を聖夜から守ろうと眠ってまで知らせようとした時、俺のために何かしてくれようとしたのはお前だけだったか。
Now, Minami's action made sense to me. How could I not be moved by that? And what more, even before all of that, I realized I was beginning to have feelings for him. It seems Minami's confession had finally made an impact on me. But what am I supposed to do? I stared over at him.
俺はお前が好きだから嫌がることはしない。でもお前は違った。まあそうだよね。お前は俺を好きじゃないんだからさ。
Reflecting on Minami's past actions, at first I thought they were all fake, but perhaps he really does love me? I cautiously reached out, brushing his bangs. I do care about you, okay? Suddenly, he grabbed my hand.
それって俺のこと？
Hey, you were
言っ
awake!
てたけど。ねえねえ、今の好きって俺のこと？
Well,
好きって男としてってこと？
男としてこと。
好きって
Yes, I like you, Minami. I like you.
嬉しい。ミサは絶対に俺のこと好きだと思ってた。
So you really knew. I murmured silently to myself.
どうする？何する？
Uh-huh. What do you mean by
抱
that?
きしめ合ったり、キスしたり、お互いにたくさん触れ合ったり。
He's so cute! No. I pushed his hand away, shocked by how bold he was.
つまんな。
I'm perfectly happy being normal. I only recognized how I felt about him. I wasn't all ready for anything physical yet. And yet, I didn't want to be close to him. Just go back to sleep. He barely slept at all.
無理。胸がドキドキして眠れない。
Minami rose from the sofa.
てか、寝てる場合じゃないよな。俺のこと解決してもらって、お前を早く返さないと。
You're right. First thing first, we should probably learn a bit more about demons. Ah, that's right. There are tons of books about demons in this room. I stood up and made my way towards the bookshelf.
なんで離れるの？
I'm looking for something. This room is filled with books about gods and demons. I scanned the spine of the various books. The Birth of a Demon. The title caught my eye, so I grabbed the book and began checking its contents. Among various topics, one chapter of the origins of demon caught my eye. I turned to the page and began to read. Demons were once holy angels, but their lies and rebellion against God cast them away from heaven. Upon reaching Earth, these fallen angels fell in love with humans, giving birth to demons.
くったらな。何それ？
Minami had quietly approached, peering over my shoulder at the text. You mean it's not true?
知るわけないだろ。興味もない。てか、お前だってそうじゃないの？人間がどうして生まれたのかわかるわけ？
Well, I guess not exactly. Just then, the door opened and Seiya walked in.
起きていたのですね。調べ物をなさっていたのですか？
Hi, Seiya. Yes, we're looking at the origins of demons.
その本ですか。それは一説に過ぎません。宗
He then reached and took out a different book. Scanning the pages, he soon reached a certain passage and handed it over to me.
こちらを読んでみてください。
Following his instructions, I began to read. Humans who committed vile acts were summoned by Lucifer to hell, transforming them into demons. My eyes grew wide. That's totally different. So some demons were angels and others were born from humans.
本の内容なんてどれも信憑性はないだろう。
Really?
私にも分かりかねます。善悪を人々に理解させるために神が悪魔をお作りになられたという説もあるくらいですから。
With all of these different theories, it's hard to know which one is true.
そんなの調べても俺の抱えるものを消す方法なんて書かれてない。
Well, wait, yeah. His horn is back to normal. There's only one horn. So was that like a mistake? Well, maybe not directly, but I figured it could at least point us in the right direction. Hearing that, Minami walked to a nearby shelf and pulled out another book.
ヒントなんてないと思うけど。お前のことは信じてるし、俺のために何かするお前が好きだし。
It was very Minami-like response, and I couldn't help but chuckle. I think this might be the first time our goals are actually aligned.
詳しいことは分かりませんが、一つ頭に入れておいてほしいことがあります。
Sarah's earnest tone caught my ears and perked up. Ears to perk, and I turned to face him.
大事なのは、あなたが何を信じるかです。本に書かれていることが真実か否かなど重要ではありません。
I couldn't quite grasp what he was getting at. But when you talk about belief, if someone's belief isn't true, doesn't it all fall apart? He shook his head, his faith wavering.
信じる力は何よりも強い。私はそれこそが真理だと思っています。
His expression turned sad as he averted his
エ
gaze.
クソシストであった私は何よりも神を信仰した。けれど、己を信じなかった。今もその愚かさを恥じています。
With that, he let out a small sigh. Then he turned back to us and offered a reassuring smile.
きっとそこに答えがあるはずです。
He then left the room in silence. Seiya, foolish? Despite his composed demeanor, it's surprising to see him appear so distressed.
地獄に落ちた人間なんだから愚かなんでしょ。まあ、服役した後に反省の意を込めて HO に就職したんじゃない。頭悪すぎだよね。さっさと成仏して転生でもすればいいのにさ。
Tensei, so that's reincarnate. Tensei. Can someone in hell cross over?
重罪じゃなければ服役後に釈放されるからしようと思えばできるでしょ。
Now that I think about it, when I met Reika at the station, she said she was returning to the mortal realm after serving her time in hell. Minami sure knows a lot about hell. Well, he does live here after all. I guess it makes sense he picked up from all of this. Speaking of which, you seem to know Sarah pretty well. How did you know he was an exorcist?
だってあいつが聖者だった時に会ってるから。
Really? I had always assumed that they met after Sarah had died. When you say you met him, was he trying to exorcise you? Minami appeared unhappy to discuss that topic, so I quickly tried to change the subject. Oh, actually, never mind.
別にいい。お前に隠すことなんてないし。あいつはさ、俺が人間に悪夢見せてたから依頼されて払いに来たんだよ。
Minami shivered and punched the bookshelf as hard as he could. Hey! Whoa. It was... Wait. Was it... No, I think that was my phone. No, was that actually the game? That was creepy. I was like, what's wrong with my screen? The impact caused the bookshelf to tremble, dislodging several books. Damn. Just the words made him quiver with rage. It was clear that he was very upset about it. Guess it's a sensitive topic for him. I was totally lost for what to say to him. Ah, wow. I had no idea you guys had such history together.
付き合いなんて言うな、寒気がする。
Minami shuddered dramatically. I just started out looking into the origins of Demon and instead uncovered the origins of Minami and Seiya's rivalry. That explains a lot about their relationship.
くそ、イライラする。何が信じる力は何よりも強いだ。そんなのバカを見るだけだってのに。
Really? I found it rather profound.
は？なんで？
Because it means we can face it together. Oh. Because even if we're facing something that seems impossible, we can do it if we stick together. Isn't that powerful? Before, we might have been at odds, but now there's trust. We unite in this. Minami seemed puzzled, tilting his head.
まあ、一人より二人のが強いかもな。
Let's get back to the book.
読書って嫌いなんだよね。
Really? I find it fascinating. Though technically, stuff can make me sleepy. First thing first, we should probably pick up the book that fell.
だるい。せいやがイライラさせたせいなんだけど。
Actually, it's your fault. We started gathering the scattered books, but I noticed an unusual title. What's this? How to Enter Dreams. This book stood out among the other various topics.
うさんくさい。何その本。
It's not the typical book I picture Seiya having. Curious, I began flipping through it. It says dream's power. You can enter someone else's dream. Is that true, Minami?
当たり前じゃん。それなくしてどうやって入るんだよ。
Maybe there was some truth in this book after all. Let's see. It says you need to fall asleep at the same time as the target. It sounds pretty tough.
そんなことしなくても入れるっつうの。
It's easy for you to say, you're an incubus. Next, the books say to visualize a person strolling before falling asleep. That doesn't seem too hard, but falling asleep at the same time sounds tough. Besides, I only thought scumbus and incubi could enter someone else's dream.
てか、人間の夢っておかしくてさ、リアルでは温厚で通ってるやつが夢ではえげつない行動をしてた。夢ってのは願望出まくるからな。何回か盗み見るだけでその人間の本質知れてウケるよ。
Must be nice to be the one that gets to watch someone else's dream.
覗こうと思えば俺のでも覗けるだろう。その本の通りすればいいんじゃないの？俺の覗いてみる？夢見の力なら一時的に与えてやれるし。
He spoke with a mischievous smile, making me wary of his intentions. No thanks. Wait a second. Is there a glass wall in your dreams too, Minami?
そりゃあるよ。あれは誰にでも存在するものだからな。いや、あるっていう表現はおかしいな。
Minami cocked his head and I grabbed onto his shoulders. Tell me more about that. Maybe if I'm able to understand it, maybe I could remove the soul that trapped inside of you.
え、あの壁が？
Before he could say any more, I quickly told him what I was thinking. That glass wall, if broken, allows you to reach places within a person that you can't normally reach, right?
そうだけど、それが何？あれが割れでもあるのは魂だ。
Minami gasped.
魂に触れられる。
Exactly. That means you can enter your dream. If I can enter your dream, Minami, I might be able to confront that man's soul and... His voice, tough, though harsh, was serious enough to stop me.
絶対にやめろ。今のは忘れるんだ。
But why? It seems like it might work. Minami remained silent, refusing to explain.
やっぱりここって空気悪すぎ。
He then left the room abruptly. I think this is a good place to end for today. What's my status say? Not a lot. I did not hit. I think I was like, I only got 2. But yeah, I'm gonna continue tomorrow, finish up his route, and then all of the other endings.